Everyone. Hello, Hariom everyone. Today I want to start the why session really simple. So what is one of the most common things that we say in our Gita shlokas? Om. Om. We say it all the time before any shloka, right? So that's why I chose the question, why Om? Why do we say Om? What is the meaning of Om? What does it help us with? What is the benefits of it? So those are a few things that I'll try to share with you guys. So before I start, let's do a small experiment. Okay. I want everyone to close your eyes, sit straight, okay, and say the sound ah. Say it loud and clear, and just observe your body. It might be a very slight change that you observe, but be as aware as possible and see what change you observe. Okay. So close your eyes and chant with me. Let's do it again. Okay, can you open your eyes? Would anyone like to share where they felt a slight sensation or a change, a slight tingling sensation? Snigdha.
On the lower body.
Exactly, lower body. Tejas, would you?
Yeah, I felt it somewhere over here.
Okay, on your stomach, right?
Yeah, no, like in the solar plexus area.
Solar plexus, that's your back.
No.
Back.
Like supposing the solar plexus was towards the front, I felt it right there.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Anyone else would like to share? No one. Vidisha.
Yeah, in my lower body, like near the stomach type.
Yeah, exactly. So that's that's the first sound. So Om has three sounds: U, and So the first one that we just chanted. Usually, if you were paying attention, you should have felt a slight tingling sensation towards your lower part of your body. So, like Snigdha said, so it targets the lower part of your body. So when we say we feel a slight tingling sensation in our lower part of the body. So just like this, the second syllable of Om, oo. Okay, I want everyone to close your eyes. Do this, just repeat the same thing. Let's chant oo together and just observe. Wherever you have a feeling, just observe and tell me where you feel it. So let's chant. Om. Once again. Om. Yeah. Would anyone like to share where they had a sensation? Vidisha.
I had it near my lungs, right?
Near your lungs, right? Tejas.
I had it right here.
Right, or on your chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shreyas.
I also had it on my chest and in the middle part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah. Snigdha.
I felt it on my upper body. Like
Upper body.
near my
So
lungs.
near your head.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Keetana.
Yeah, even I felt it near my chest.
Yeah, exactly. So like most of us told, if you are paying attention, usually oo has a sensation around our middle region of the body. So above our torso, so that's above our legs, and below our neck, that's the middle part of the body. So usually when we chant oo, we have a sensation around the middle part of our body. So that's the second syllable of oo, the middle body. Now, finally, we have So let's repeat it just like we did for the last two. Close your eyes and pay as much attention as you can and chant with me. Mm. Yeah. Open your eyes. Could you share? Yeah, Tejas. You're on mute. You're on mute.
I felt it like right here.
Yeah, on your throat. Yeah, really good. Snigdha.
I I felt it little bit on my stomach and then my throat also. I felt both.
So both your stomach and your neck. Right,
Yeah.
okay. Shreyas?
It felt to me here and here somewhere.
Yeah, the throat, right. So around your throat, you say.
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah. Really good. Akshat?
I had it on my side of my head.
Side of your head. So, okay. Side of your head. Interesting. Anyone else would like to share? Right. So ideally, the third syllable of so that's supposed to give a sensation towards the upper part of our body, so our neck and up. So that's what the third syllable of om is. So if you were carefully observing, you should have felt something around your head and your throat. That's where I felt it personally. So this is one of the really important things of Om. It energizes our whole body. So, like we observe for A, it was our lower body. For U, it was our middle body. And for it's our upper body. So, when we say Om, our entire body is energized. So, if you chant it, it sometimes you don't pay attention, but your whole body is being energized when you say these three syllables together. So that's one of the main benefits of Om, and that's mainly why we chanted before so many shlokas. So it energizes our body and it makes us pay attention to what we are doing after we say it. So that's one of the things. And finally, we say it three times, right? So when we say any shloka, we say Om, Om, Om. We say it three times and then we tell the shloka. What is the significance of three? We see three around us all the time. So a few examples I thought of was like solid, liquid, and gas. So everything around us is either in these three states of matter. Solid. So like let's say this coin. This coin is solid, and let's say water that we drink. That's liquid, and gas that we breathe in. You don't see the gas around you, but there is gas around you. So when we breathe in gas, that's one of the states of matter. So there are three states of matter. Another really interesting example was the simplest shape we could make with the least amount of size. That's a triangle. And a triangle is a really interesting shape because a lot can be found through triangles, and that's called trigonometry. So through trigonometry, people have learned a lot about the universe, and we've learned a lot about, so in physics it's applied in multiple places. So the number three is a really significant number that we can find everywhere and anywhere around us if we're just paying a little attention. So can anyone think of examples where you see three around you, like naturally? So the number three, you see it everywhere. Just if you just give a little thought. Anita.
The times of day, there's morning, afternoon, and night.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, morning, afternoon, night. Really good example. Can anyone else think of anything? Snigdha.
The meals of the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, that's a human concept, but yeah, that's not really naturally found, but yeah, that also comes in threes. Anyone else? Okay, it's fine. Okay, yeah, sure.
I'm not sure about it, but can it be oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen? Like three types. I'm not sure about it.
Those are three elements, but there are many more elements. Yeah, but yeah, that's yeah, a good example. Yeah. Thank you, Shreyas. Yeah, so the point I'm making is that we say it three times because three is a really naturally found number. So we see it all around us. And when we chant Om three times, it grounds us to this moment and now. So this is what I wanted to share about why we say Om. Yeah, that's it. If anyone had any questions, you can ask. No questions? Okay. Would you guys like to share what you understood? Why we say Om? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. Snigdha, would you like to go first?
I'm still thinking like what should I say?
No, you can just share what you understood. Why do we say Om from what I shared just now?
We say Om with the three syllables A, U, and M. We pronounce A as R and we pronounce U as and for M we pronounce as So these are the three syllables which form Om. So we chant it 3 times because we see the number 3 all around us. For example, a triangle and the time of the day
Yeah.
and like solid, liquid, and gas. And there are many more examples.
Yeah.
I
Thank you,
understand.
Snigdha. Yeah, that's really good. Thank you. So essentially, it energizes our whole body. And number 3, because we see it everywhere around us. That's what you're saying, right? Okay, really good. Thank you, Snigdha. Next, Shreyas, would you like to go?
Okay, we say Om because the Om has 3 syllables: O, A, U, and M. O is pronounced as A, U is pronounced as U, and M is pronounced as M. So, O means energizes first our lower body part, and U, when we pronounce U, it energizes here, means it feels a vibration kind.
Yeah, our middle body. Yeah.
Yes, and when we say it comes it over here, this part.
Yeah.
So these all parts are very essential for our body. So they get energized, and they get energized, and we get energy to talk and do means extra things. And we do it 3 times because 3 is a very essential number. As you said, like solid, liquid, gas, the triangle, like the time of the day, etc.
Yeah, really good, Shreyas. Thank you.
Welcome.
Akshat, would you like to share?
I'm actually thinking of.
Okay, yeah, sure. No problem. Vidisha?
Yeah, so what I understood is that Om is divided into 3 parts, A, U, and So A is about the lower part of your body where you feel it, and U is where you feel in the middle part of your body, and is where you feel the upper part of your body. And like how U and have different type of like some is lower, U is middle, and is in the is higher. So when you combine that together, you get a different feeling, which is very essential. And also sometimes when you get a lot agitated or something, you can tell that, so that it also keeps our mind calm.
Yeah, not only that, it also energizes our body so we can
Yes,
do.
yes.
Yeah.
If we
really
are
good.
very tired and all.
Thank you, Vidisha. Tejas?
Yeah, I wanted to say that like starts from here. Starts from here. U goes here, and goes here. So it's like
Yeah.
slowly building up. And
Yeah.
when it goes back down, you suddenly get a calm feeling. So
Yeah.
that's the thing that I understand about Om. It makes you extremely calm. Like
Yeah.
you don't really feel the same anymore than when you're angry.
That's true.
Because even my parents said whenever I'm annoyed or something, my parents always tell me to say Om. So
Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Tejas. Thank you. Really good example.
yes.
Who else is Raghavi?
Yeah, so basically, Om has three parts: Akara, Ukara, and Makara.
Yeah,
So, Akara stimulates the lower body, Ukara stimulates the middle, and Makara stimulates the upper body. In total, they help us concentrate more and give us more energy, also helping us calm down. We say Omkara thrice because we find many things around us happening like in threes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you, Raghavi.
Mhm.
That's it, right? Yeah. So now we'll go to the next
Can
part.
I say?
Akshat, yeah, sure.
I understood that when we say Om, our full body gets activated, and for that vibration, our mind gets calm.
Yeah. Also the significance of three, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Akshat. Thank you. Keertana?
Yeah, so Om is basically a type of like Akara, Ukara, and Makara. Akara is for the lower body, Ukara is for the middle body, and Makara is for upper body. So when we say Om, basically our whole body receives vibration, and that is the importance of Om, as it has a lot of energy. And also we say Om 3 times because many things we see around us, like the three states of matter in triangle.
Yeah.
So basically everything is made up like of three. So we say Om thrice.
Yeah. Thank you, Keertana. Yeah, that's all I had for the why today. Now we'll move on to the next part.
Thank you very much, Aditya. You all can explore what are the other threes that you will find. He gave a couple of examples. Some of you gave a couple of more examples. Now start researching, start searching, start noticing, okay? And when you come in the next class, mention what are the other threes you found. Just keep noticing. Huh? Very nice. So now I would like to invite.
Ji, can I say something?
Yes, Sakshat.
When I again remembered that Om has three sounds, that also three.
Exactly. So Om itself has three sounds. Very nice. Correct. Now, like that, start noticing what are the other threes that you find naturally. Like he gave the example of, say, or like Anita gave the example, right? Morning, afternoon, night. So like that, see what are the other threes that you will find naturally, yeah, in and around you. Okay. So now I would like to invite Anita for our today's story. The storyteller from Shobha Forest View. Welcome, Anita.
Hari Om, everyone. I'm going to be telling you today's story, and I hope you're all excited. So today, I'm going to be telling you a Vikram Betal story. Okay. Okay. So this one is called Whose Sacrifice is Bigger? So as always, however, how Vikram and Betal's stories start, Vikram went to the tree, took Betal upon his shoulders, and Betal began his story. So there was once a king, Roop Sen, who ruled the kingdom of Burdwan. So he was known among his subjects to be a very caring and a great leader. So one day, a man called Veervan approached the king and asked him for employment. Now, Veervan was a very kind and nice person. So the king wanted to help him out and appointed him as his personal guard. So now Veervan was like 007. He was guarding the king and protecting him 24/7. So one bright morning, an old woman was crying loudly in an open field. Now, a lot of citizens complained to the king because of this. So the king asked Veervan to go and understand what the problem was. Now, unknown to Veervan, the king had secretly followed him and had watched the entire conversation between the old lady and Veervan. Now, aren't you curious to know what the conversation was? Let me help you. I'll tell you. So the old lady said that she had sensed a very bad omen for the king. there was some oncoming danger in the king's life and his family's life. Now, Veervan's duty was to protect and take care of the king. So he asked how that could be prevented. To that, the old lady said that near these mountains in front of a lake, there is one big temple. If you do good service in that temple, the king will be safe. Now, Veervan was determined to fulfill this. So he went along with his family and started serving in this temple. They all worked really hard and helped a lot of people. But unfortunately, the conditions in this temple and in that area were very harsh. So Veervan and his family passed away. When the king heard of this, he felt extremely touched, but he was also distraught. He did not know what to do, so he decided to give up his life. At that moment, our very sweet goddess Durga appeared before him and blessed him for being so pure at heart and being so nice and kind. At that, the king requested her to bring Veervan and his family back to life, which she did. Now the king and Veervan remained great friends for the rest of their lives. All is well that ends well, right? But no, Betar had a question for Vikram. Whose sacrifice was bigger? So Vikram thought for a little while and said, the king's, because think of it, although it is Veervan's duty as his personal guard to protect and take care of the king had no obligation to take care of Veervan. It was because of his pure affection and love for his friend that he wanted to take care of Veervan. He wanted to save Veervan and his family. This is the ideal moral of the story. But personally, I think there was also something else that we could learn from this story. And I want to know if any of you have any other moral. I want to hear it from you guys. Does anyone want to share? Yes, Tejas?
I didn't quite understand
The story.
Like, could you explain it in the simpler terms?
Okay, yeah. So there was this king called Roop Sen. Okay, there was a king, and there was this young man who approached him called Veervan. Okay, so this Veervan was in a poor financial situation at that time. So the king felt bad for him and wanted to help him. So to help him, the king appointed him as his personal guard. Okay, so one day there was a lady who was crying in the middle of a field and very loudly. Okay, so Veervan was sent to investigate and understand what happened and why she was so sad. So when he went, he realized that the woman had sensed a bad omen for the king. That is, something bad was going to happen to the king. There was some sort of danger oncoming in his life. So Veervan wanted to know how he could prevent that from happening, how he could keep the king safe.
Yeah.
So the old woman told him that in order to keep the king and his family safe, you have to go to this temple and serve at that temple, take care of the temple, help the people coming there to pray, and then the king will be safe. So because it was Veervan's duty to protect the king and keep him safe, he went along with his family to serve at that temple. But over there, the conditions were very harsh. The weather was not favorable. There weren't enough resources. So his family eventually passes away. And when the king hears of that, he feels very sad about it and very distraught. So he decides to give up his life at that moment. But then goddess Durga appears before him and blesses him. At that time, the king asks for a boon, that is for Veervan and his family to be revived, because he was very touched by what they had done for the king and his family. So the question here is, whose sacrifice was bigger?
I think Veervan's sacrifice.
Veervan's sacrifice? Why is that?
Because he gave up his family and his life to save the king. So I think his sacrifice is bigger.
I agree with what your opinion is, but if you put it this way, Veervan's job was to protect the king. So it wasn't necessarily a sacrifice as such, because that was his job. That was his duty in life, right?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, the king had no reason to feel sad if his bodyguard had died, or feel like, he also deserves to die just because his bodyguard died, or anything like that, right?
But Birbal brought his whole family with him, and all of them died because of that.
I guess that could also be coming from a point of gratitude, right? Because he was in a bad situation initially and the king helped him out.
Okay. But what I understood from this story is that since the king helped Birbal, so you pointed Birbal as his bodyguard, and it was his job to save his life. So he was loyal to the king. That's what.
I guess that also makes sense.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to share anything? Okay, so for me personally, I think this story also shows your loyalty and love for your close friends and your loved ones. Because when I think of it, if let's say you all were given a situation where you had to choose, let's say it's a zombie apocalypse, and you had to choose whether you would sacrifice your own life to keep your loved ones safe, or you would rather escape and I don't know, your needs come first. So at that moment, you don't care about your loved ones, and it's okay even if they die as long as you're safe. So at least when I think of it, I feel that I will prioritize myself and try to escape. But if you dig a little deeper into your emotions, I do think my love for them will overtake that desire to survive and be safe. And I will ultimately prioritize them over myself. So I think this also shows people's love for the world in general and how that helps in many ways with your mindset and the type of person that you grow to be. Do you guys have anything to add to that, to a point to disagree, anything?
Very nice story, Anita. So when you look at the life of a soldier who protects our country, in a way, they have prioritized safeguarding the country and safeguarding all of us more than their own body. And that's the very idea of a Kshatriya. Kshatriya is one who is willing to sacrifice his or her own body for safeguarding others. Very nice.
Okay, thank you for listening to me, everybody.
All right. So before we jump into our next topic, which is the Shloka, Manya, I just wanted to ask you, see, it's 48. How long you expect it to take?
Around 10 minutes.
Then interaction also is there, right? So all in all, it's about some 15 minutes?
Right.
Okay. And after that, we have the iLead, that is Kirtana. What is your expectation?
Vijayji, 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, so is it okay for all of you if, let's say, we overshoot by 10-15 minutes today? Is it okay for all of you?
Okay, ji.
Okay. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, Manya, over to you.
We are all so excited to join the Gita class because we do so many things in the Gita class. There's this story, there are so many prayers, there's the Bhagavad Gita Shloka chanting and contemplation. And as an icing on the cake, now we have a new thing, the Y session as well, of this that very special section that we had for the first time. Now, this essential section of our class, that is the Bhagavad Gita chanting and contemplation. We've seen many shlokas and we've applied all of their lessons to our life. But here comes a shloka from the Bhagavad Gita that you'll see many people chanting. You'll see that a lot of people around you know it. It's a very popular shloka. Let us understand why this shloka is so popular. Why do people connect so well with this shloka? Do you all want to know what makes this shloka so special? I'm sure you all want to know. I can see the excitement on your faces. Let us start without wasting any time. So, who wants to be the special person to chant the special shloka? Okay, I see so many hands. I saw Vidisha's hand first. Let's go, Vidisha. So, all of you can chant after me, but with your mics on mute along with Vidisha. Let's go. I request all of you to please fold your hands, keep your back straight, close your eyes, and chant after me. Karmaṇ-evādhikāras
Karmaṇ-evādhikāras.
Let's take it a little more smaller part of it. Okay. Karmaṇ-evādhikāras
Vadhikaras
ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhuh
phalaheturbhut
mate sangostva-karmaṇy
sangostva-karmaṇy.
Very good. Excellent, everyone. Thanking all of you chanted along with me. Thank you, Vidisha. So the meaning of the shloka is, you have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your action. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities, nor be attached to inaction. This shloka speaks volumes and volumes and volumes of lesson hidden within it. Let us understand one by one in a very nice and fun way. So let me take an example of a boy who plays flute so melodiously. So once he played his flute in an annual day, and all the people who heard the flute forgot that they even were sitting in the annual day. Next day they had to go to work. They were so lost. And as soon as he finished playing it, they were all so shocked. Oh my God, why did you stop? You should have continued for some more time. And they all started cheering and clapping and clapping and clapping, and as if it would never end, they just kept clapping. Now I have a question for you. For whom are they clapping? Who's going to tell me this answer?
The boy.
The boy? Are they clapping for the boy? Not for the flute, is it?
Sorry, they're clapping for his king.
Let's lock that answer. It's like KBC. Once you lock the answer, you can't change it now. So your first answer. Wait. Let's just see why you said boy. Okay. So we said boy, not the flute. Why? Because we know that if you place the flute on the table, let's say one of these audience, they requested for the flute. Next day, they kept it on the table. Now they said, told their family, yesterday this flute was playing such melodious music. Now I am going to listen to it. Come on, flute, play the same melodious music that you were playing yesterday. Will the flute play the music? No, it's not going to play the music. Only a foolish person could expect that out of a flute. Now, what does the flute also think that it's because of me I am playing the music? Not really. See, what happens is this boy is blowing air into the flute, and because of that itself, the flute is able to produce such melodious music. If the boy isn't present, if there's nobody who's able to play the flute, then the flute is just a wooden stick. So does that mean the flute has no value? Really. But first, I want to tell you something else. Similarly, whatever we do in our day-to-day life, brushing, eating, sleeping, writing homework, all of that, we can only do it because Krishna's energy is flowing through us. Krishna has given us that energy to perform all these tasks. So does that mean that whatever I do, Krishna has already decided that? No, that is where second important point comes in. What if the flute has dust inside it? What if it's not clean for years? Or what if the flute is broken? And if the boy starts blowing air, will it still produce the same melodious music? No. It will start producing harsh sounds which will start irritating your ears. Similarly, Krishna may give us energy, but it is up to us. How do you want to use that energy? Do you want to use that energy to help people or to make their lives more miserable and to irritate them, trouble them? Of course, I'm sure all of us want to go with the first option. It's like that situation we've all heard of. You take the same knife, give it to one person, you may use it to trouble others, hurt others, scare others off. But you give it to another person, he might use it to cook some really nice salad by cutting many fruits and some nice vegetables, mix all of them, a nice salad is ready. And he is able to satisfy the hunger, make people more healthy with the same knife. This is not that there are two people. It's just the consciousness. It's just the intention. Anybody has the two intentions. It is your choice. Which intention do you want to choose? What work do you want to do with the energy that Krishna has given, with the energy that's flowing through you? Yes, that same divine energy. What do you want to do with that? I'm sure all of you want to do that to help someone, to do something good, to do nice things, to make people happy. Keep this in your mind. Let us take another situation now.
Wait,
Please.
I
Yes.
actually I wanted to say, other than the boy, I was actually going to say his skill.
Yes, Tejas. Yeah, yeah.
His skill of playing the flute. I meant to say that.
Huh? Sorry, Tejas.
I meant to say his skill of playing the flute.
Ah, very good. The skill is also very important. That's very nice, Tejas. Very good. Good point, Tejas. But again, so who has the skill? The boy has the skill in this situation. Now, Krishna has that energy within him. He is the source of the divine energy. That source is the energy flowing through all of us. Now, coming back to these two pictures. Both these pictures, you can see football being played. But in the first picture on your left-hand side, you see that there's some children playing. Somehow you can see that on their facial expressions, they're very happy. They're enjoying playing football. On your right-hand side, you can see that in this picture, the players are sad, they're depressed, and they're so stressed. Let's understand why. In the first picture, these children, they're not concerned about the result. Am I going to win? Oh my God, what if that friend of mine wins this? Oh my God, what's going to happen? What if I lose? What if he scores a goal? They have no such questions related to the result. They're not worried about the result. They are concentrating on is the process. And that makes them enjoy the process. Oh, let's go, let's play. Here, I'm passing the ball. That's all. And as soon as they're done playing, anything that's to their concern is, when will the same time come tomorrow? 5 o'clock, I'm going to run and come back completing my homework. That's the only thing on their mind, trust me. I'm sure all of you have the same kind of thoughts when you're playing your favorite game with your friends. But on the right-hand side, the situation is a little different. Here, they're focusing on the result every moment. Oh, all my fans are watching me. Okay, he's running. Oh, he's hitting a goal. I should stop. Oh, what if I win? What if I lose? It's only the result. And when you think of the result is when stress arises. So for this, it's important to not think of the result. So is Krishna telling us, okay, so as a student, I'm not going to think of what I want to be. I'm not going to think of what I'm going to study. I'm not going to think of my result. Whatever book comes in front of me, I'm going to read it. Whatever life throws at me, I'm going to do that. Is that what Krishna is saying? Definitely no. Krishna is not telling us that. That's where it becomes important to understand another essential part of this shloka. Let's take an example of the story. I can say that it's all of our favorite story because we've heard it so many times and we all love this story. Even now, if pick one of you, you'll be able to tell me what this story is about. This story is of Arjuna when his Guru Drona asks him to shoot the bird's eye. First of all, unlike all the other students of Guru Drona, he was able to say that he could see nothing except the bird's eye. And when Guru Drona asked him to shoot, he was able to shoot the bird's eye. Now let's break the story into parts and understand the meaning and the essence of the shloka. Firstly, there is a bird's eye, and that is the aim. Krishna says it's important to have an aim. It's important to have a goal. Let's take an example. Let's say one of us has a goal. I want to be a doctor. I want to serve the people. I want to make the situation better and free them from their sickness and diseases. I want to try my best to do all of this. Now that's the goal. Coming to the action, the most important part. All your action should be goal-oriented. Your action includes, okay, I want to be a doctor. What should I be doing? I should maybe crack an exam called NEET. Now to do that, I need to study these books. And I'm going to study this part of the book today. Like that, you set a goal. For that day, a smaller goal, you achieve those smaller goals. That is, you climb those small steps. And finally, you reach your aim. So now that is the action to plan and execute. Okay, so this is the small part of the book. I'm going to read it now. That's the action, and that's exactly what Arjuna does here. He thinks, okay, so there's this bird's eye. The wind is flowing in this speed. Now where should I aim my bow at? Shall I pull the string even more farther? Shall I leave it now? All of this is the action. So what is the result that Krishna is talking about? The result is whether the arrow will hit the bird's eye or whether the arrow will miss the bird's eye. Whether it will hit, whether it will miss. Will I crack the exam? Will I not crack the exam? Will I pass? Will I not pass? Will I become a doctor? Will I not become a doctor? These questions are the result. What Krishna is saying is, don't think about the result. Will it happen? Will it not happen? Will it happen? Will it not happen? Because that is of no use. That will not help you in any which way, but that will only increase your stress. And that will only affect to not perform your actions properly, thus making your chances of achieving that result even lesser. But what's important is, you thinking of your result continuously again and again will make no difference, at least no good difference. Bad differences might take place, but nothing good can be done by thinking about the result again and again. So set a goal and perform actions that are oriented towards the goal to achieve that goal. And once you achieve that, you again get into different goals. Like now you become a doctor. What's your next goal? To help as many people as possible. But now to keep thinking about the goal, about the result is not right. So now let's say a student. So he is preparing for NEET and he does all the research available and he also studies, he performs his action. Let's say even then, he somehow didn't clear the NEET exam. So does that mean all of it goes to waste? Never. You must have heard of this saying. Whenever you sow a seed, it just can't be possible that the plant doesn't grow. It will grow today or tomorrow. It will grow one or the other day, and be ready to face the consequences of the seed that you sowed the other day. So now the student must have sowed the seed of preparation. He can use his knowledge to help people in different ways, maybe train others to become doctors and thus helping so many more people than he could just by becoming a doctor. maybe second, he could just try again and again until he reached his goal. There's so many things that he can do. What I'm trying to tell you here is, if you perform your action right, there are high chances that you will reach your result. But even if one doesn't reach the result, the process itself makes the person so much more better than his previous position. The process itself makes more change. But if you see the bigger picture, the result is just 1 to 5%. The process is the 95%. That is what is making you a better person. That is what is making you move higher in life.
About
Yes,
about that bird example you gave, you said when you plant a seed, there's 100% chance it's going to grow, right? But
yeah,
like what about the sunlight, nutrients, and the water?
definitely. So here you're sowing that seed. That's through the process. But you can't see, that's similar to the aim example as well. Just by having a goal, it's not enough. You also need to perform actions for that goal to come true, for you to achieve that goal. So you plant that seed, that's some part of your action, but then you can't ignore the other things. For example, preparing for the exam is also enough, reading all those books. There are so many other things you'll have to do along with it to be able to go through and reach that goal. Maybe just reading is not enough. Sometimes, not sometimes, but it's very, very important to keep yourself physically and mentally fit, because that's very important, and that will help you to be able to memorize and recall easily. So maybe exercises, all of that acts as the other external forces, but the seed itself cannot grow. What is sowing a seed? Sowing seed is not just putting it inside mud, but it's also to take care of it, to water it. And you can only water it. Can you give it sunlight? Can you make the clouds rain? No. That is where the other circumstances comes in. So there are, like, whatever action you perform, it's not that you alone can make anything possible in the universe. It's just not possible. You can just try your best to do that. And only, but then it's also true that when you have this great desire to do something good, then the entire universe comes together to help you do that. But you need the universe to do that. So you sow the seed, you water it, but then you also need sunlight and rain. You can take any other example. Like, let's say Arjuna left his arrow. He aimed correctly and left his arrow from the bow. But then just at that time, winds blew very fast. Then his arrow would just get a little deviated and it would miss its target. So it's not only Arjuna, but it's also the external circumstances. That's the reason Krishna is saying the result is not in your control. That's the reason stop thinking of the result. But the process itself will give you so much benefit, so much more, that the result itself feels very small. Does that answer your question, at least to some extent?
Yes, it does.
Great. Very good, Tejas. So now some might say in some situations, okay, so there's no guarantee that I will be able to do that. There are also, like, for example, so if I fight a war, there's no guarantee I will win. I might also lose. So why should I do all of that? I'm just not going to do anything. I'm just going to succumb to inaction, to not doing anything. That's where another interesting thing comes in. One is positive attachment. In attachment itself, there's one thing called positive attachment. Okay, so I want to do that because I might get that. There's also negative attachment, to not do something, attached to not do something. Positive attachment is attached to do something. Both these cases are wrong. Just like how Arjuna gave up in the battlefield, saying, I'm not going to fight because I may have to kill my relatives. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to run away. I'm not going to do my duty. Even that is wrong. To just do your duty is the most right thing to do. Once you might have heard that, let's take the example of anybody, any of your idols. So let's take the example of Sachin Tendulkar. Let's take the example of Modi ji. You take anybody's example, someone who you think is an idol. All of them have done their duty. They've done nothing different or unique. They've just done their duty as a cricketer. It was Sachin Tendulkar's duty to be able to hit such sixers, to be able to be the best cricketer that he could be, to enhance his skills. That's what he did. And the same thing is done by Modi ji, his duty to take care of his citizens, to do good for the country. And both of them did the best in however way they could. They just did the best. So now we understand that both positive attachment or negative attachment in any way or any type is not good. But to be detached from the result, to be detached from any kind of result attached to the action, and to just focus on the action, the process itself. But I know there's so many questions coming on your mind. So let me take an example. Gulab Jamun, all our favorite sweets. Oh my God, I see Jia open her mouth's watering. I know all of her mouth's watering, but please hold on for another 10 minutes. Then you can run away and have some Gulab Jamun. Until then, wait. I want to ask you all a question, okay? Sure, not only Gulab Jamun, anything that you like. Your mom has prepared it many times. You've eaten it outside. You've ordered it. You've eaten it 100 times. But the Gulab Jamun given in temple, or the same Gulab Jamun prepared by your mom that you offer to God, like Naivedyam, and then you get it back at Prasadam, you eat it. Now you know both the tastes. Let me ask one of you. Let me ask Kirtana. Kirtana, which Gulab Jamun was more tasty? The Gulab Jamun that you ordered or your mom made, or literally any other Gulab Jamun, or the Gulab Jamun that you offered to Krishna and got back as Prasadam, or the Gulab Jamun Prasad that you got in temple? Which was more tasty?
I think the gulab jamun offered to God.
And you got it back as Prasadam. When you ate that Prasadam, do you think that was more tasty?
Yeah.
Okay. Can all of you show me a thumbs up if you agree with Kirtana's answer? Yeah, I see that all of you think that the Prasadam Gulab Jamun was more tasty. But why is that the reason? Like, is there any reason for that? The same person cooks both Gulab Jamuns, the same ingredients, the same dish, but then why is it so much more tasty? It just becomes more divine because Krishna's blessing is on top of that prasadam, on the naivedyam that you offered. Similarly, you may offer the fruits of your action. Krishna's not going to make a fruit salad and eat it himself, but you'll get those fruits back as the prasadam, and that is so much more divine. So just because you want to make your result more divine, it's just that the results somehow become more divine. Where just when you offer it to Krishna and you get it back, you understood that through this very small, simple example. Anything that you offer to Krishna and get it back, it's more divine and more nicer than it can ever be. So that's the reason the best thing to do when you're detached from the results, it's to just offer it to Krishna. That way, you get the answer to what to do if you're detached to the results. What do you do with the results? Just offer it to Krishna. Best thing that you can do. So, to summarize from this very wonderful shloka is do your duty, but do not concern yourself with the results. The fruits of your action are not for your enjoyment. Even while working, give up the pride of doership. And finally, don't be attached to inaction. With this understanding and with the intention to apply all of these things in our life and to make ourselves better, let us chant the Sri Krishna Mahamantra. Please.
Can I say something?
Sure. Yes, Tejas.
When you were talking about those gulab jamuns, actually,
Yeah.
I have never tasted any gulab jamuns from the temple.
Okay. So have you ever been to a temple and tasted any prasadam? Have you tasted any prasadam from temple?
Yeah.
Which one? Which one? What did you eat?
Like it was one ball full of tiny bits of things that were sweet.
A kind of laddu, I believe.
Yeah,
If I'm not.
but it's like it is hard like a somewhat hard like a nut. It's not like it's not a laddu.
Not a laddu, but some nice dish. Okay. But did you still find that delicious or not?
So it's quite good.
Yes, so that's the thing. It's not necessary that you only get gulab jamun. You can have varieties. Just like how Krishna's form has so many varieties. Krishna can come as Shreyas. Krishna can come as Jia, Tejas, Akshat, Kirtan. All because Krishna can take a form. Prasadam can also take a form. Why are you restricting a prasadam? Be only gulab jamun. You can't be anything else. Prasadam can also be of different forms. But then, the essence of what I was trying to tell you all, that prasadam is always so much more tastier. That is what we understood from that example. Now, shall we all chant the Krishna mantra? Let us all please fold our hands, sit straight, close our eyes, and chant along with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Very good, everyone. Now, I'm sure all of you understood the meaning. Now, does any one of you have any doubts related to the shloka and its meaning, or anything related to the shloka, the application, literally anything? It's your time. You can ask now. Okay, don't see any questions. So who wants to be the special person to share first his understanding of the special shloka? Okay, Tejas, go ahead.
So like I understood that you have a goal that you, like in the example you mentioned, that is the aim. So if you forget about the goal, then you've not achieved it. And then you can say, so I can't do it. But if you're dedicated to it, and if you practice doing it, that is like the action. And you don't really have to worry about the result in the end. You just have to do your best. And in the end, you'll see the result, and you have to be content with the result. But if the result is bad, then you can continue improving, and then the result will be even better. That's what I learned.
Super. Very good, Tejas. Such a wonderful answer. Yes, Shreyas.
Yes, I learned that means if I want to score, like I want to be the topper in the some exam. So I should study. Yeah, I should study. But if I do, like I will only be the topper and nobody can defeat me. So means that would be positive attachment. So I guess so. So, and a negative attachment like here could be like no, I can't do this, I will not be the topper or something, my friend can only do it, I can't do it. Means you should be like, okay, I can do it, I'll try it. So after, if the result comes like I got 90% or 80%, it's fine, I'll try next time to bring more marks and be the topper. I'll try. This was my understanding.
Superb, Shreyas. No words. Really good. Excellent, Shreyas.
Thank you.
Okay. Who's gonna go next? Let's see. Yes, Nigda.
Yeah, so let's say now there's a competition coming up and you really want to participate in it. So you decide to participate. But before the competition, you're really worried about what would happen if I lose, or what would happen if I win. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you'll be, if you're concentrating on like what will happen if I win, or what will happen if I lose, like you're getting scared basically. And then
Continue.
like you'll get some like then later again you'll get some if you get some negative attachment, like no, I might be participating in this, but I'm very bad at it. Or you may be getting a positive attachment saying that, oh, I'm gonna defeat everyone here, and I'm too good that nobody can defeat me. They both are wrong. Instead, you have to be like, even if I lose, nothing will happen. I can just improve more. Or
even if I win, I can stick. I'll be happy and thankful I'll be grateful. So
Very
basically,
good.
if you lose,
Yeah.
it means that you have to improve more. And participation is only important. It doesn't matter if you like win or lose or anything like that. Only participation is
Yeah. Right. Very good, Snigdha. Very good. So here, what Snigdha said is absolutely correct. So participation is more important. And like how she said, like the positive attachment or negative attachments, you should just not have any kinds of attachment, be detached. Positive attachment is, I want to do it for the result. And negative attachment is, the result is going to be bad maybe, so let me not do it itself. For example, oh, I want to win, so I want to win, so let me participate in the race. Don't think of the result, like I am going to win, not as an aim. So you can have the aim, I need to win this race, the athletic races that you all participate in. But then while running, you should just run, be mindful on how you're running, and whether you're running on the right track. So all of that, at the moment where the action is the most important thing, don't keep thinking, am I going to win, am I going to lose, oh my god, see, he's already going in front, or turning back and seeing, oh, all of them are still in near the starting line. So all of that is kind of positive attachment. The negative attachment would be, anyways they're also fast, let me just give up and not just run at all. That's negative attachment. So what Snigdha said is so amazing. She said not to have any kind of attachments, either positive or negative, but to just be detached from the result, focus on the action. Very good, Snigdha. Excellent. Very, very nice, Snigdha. Next, yeah.
I wanted
So,
to add
yeah,
something.
right. Go ahead.
So, basically, if you're doing like if you're participating in something, you should not participate like because you want to get the results and you want to win. You should participate because you like really want to. You always want to participate in that thing.
Correct. Very good.
Want to add.
Right. Correct. Correct, Snigdha. Very good. Okay. Claps for Snigdha. Great, Snigdha. Yes, Kirtana.
What I understood is that we shouldn't focus on the result. Like we should have an aim, and we should like do the action, but we shouldn't focus on the result. So, as you gave the example of the flute, so the flute is the instrument, and it is the person who is playing the flute who is important. So in this, the flute is our body, mind, and the person who is playing is the Atma. So what I basically learned is that we shouldn't focus on the result, and we should focus more on the action.
Excellent. Very good, Kirtana. Superb. Okay, does anybody else want to share their understanding? Let's see. Okay. Too good, everyone. Very nice. Now, let us move forward to the module. Who all saw that exciting session? Gonna hand it over to Kirtan, and she is gonna tell me, oh my god, Jia is always so excited. Yes, Jia, you tell me, did you watch the lesson? Did you watch the iLead lesson? Good, Kirtana.
I didn't yet.
Oh, you did not yet. I see you're excited to watch it after the class, I believe. Great.
Like I cannot do it. Like I cannot watch for some time because like I have school till 4 o'clock. Come and then do so many of homeworks and all.
Oh my God, such a busy girl Jia is. But Jia, I'm going to tell you a secret, okay? Don't tell it to anybody, okay? All of you can do this. Only for Jia, okay? So, Jia, the secret is that just one day, okay? Just one day. It's a very small video, just 5 minutes. So you just have to watch that 5 minutes video. And once if you watch that 5 minutes video, you're gonna want to watch it again. And you're gonna wait for the next session. Okay, just take 5 minutes and watch that secret, okay? Okay, I'm sure nobody heard. Now you can remove your fingers. Okay.
Should I watch it right now?
Not right now. Whenever you're free. Whenever whenever you're free. So I'm sure nobody heard the secret. It's only between Gia and me.
I think
Yeah.
six of them. I think six of them heard. I think six of them heard.
No. All of them place their fingers on their ears. Don't worry about that.
Whoever of their videos, maybe they must be not. They didn't close their ears.
No, I think all of them close. They're very honest. So don't worry about that. But now, will you watch the video?
Okay.
Yes, you will. I know. I knew it. Okay. Over to Kirtana.
Yeah, so the last lesson was so interesting. It is Krishna, my friend. I know all of us want Krishna to be our closest friend, and we can actually do it. Krishna had so many friends, animals, and so many friends he had, like Sudama, and so many beautiful stories are also being told in that video. So please do watch that video. So you know how all of us are friends? Krishna himself has told in the Bhagavad Gita that the people who learn Bhagavad Gita and teach Bhagavad Gita are the closest to him. So each one of us here are the closest friends to Krishna. Aren't you all so happy to know that we are his closest friends? So basically in this video, Guruji is telling that about Krishna as our closest friend. So Krishna is with us all the time and he'll help us if we are in danger. So he's our true friend is what Prabhuji has told in this video, and it's really small. All of the video is just for 5 to 10 minutes and all of you can go watch it. So if anyone has already watched the video, you can share your understandings now by please raise your hands if you've already watched the video. Anyone who has watched the video? It's sent in the group. Shreyas, Tejas, Snigdha, have you watched the video?
I haven't watched the video.
I'm yet to watch it.
Haven't. What about Snigdha, Raghavi?
I have to still watch it.
Yeah, then you can share your understanding if you have watched.
No. I have to watch still.
Okay. So after this session, please do go watch that video. It's really interesting. I know all of us want Krishna to be our best friend. So please go and watch that video.
I watched that video and I became the friend of Krishna, and he told me that he's gonna help me in my next exam. So I'm sorted, you guys. So now I am really happy. I'm looking forward for the exam because Krishna already promised me that he's gonna help me in my exam. So I'm really happy. Thank you, Kirtana, for sharing that wonderful iLead module. Anyways, I am so happy. Now I get help from Krishna. Yes. Right.
If no one has watched the video, I hand it over to Manya.
Yeah, so it's only me who's going to be helped by Krishna. Wow. I am happy that I'm going to do so good. So, just because all of you are my close friends, I'm telling you, so if you need Krishna's help, then you can watch it too. Okay. No force. I know all of you are so busy. You might not have time to take someone's help for exams. But yeah, so anyways, I am so happy. I'm getting Krishna's help already. So jokes apart, really, you can get Krishna's help. I'll tell you how. But for that, you need to watch that iLead module video. And I know that after listening to that video, you will just fall in love with iLead module. So now if we don't have any more questions or anything else to share, do we move forward to the closing prayers?
Because today we have already taken a lot of time. Let's end it with the Shanti Mantra. All of you, please close your eyes. We'll chant 3 times Lokaha Samastaha and we'll end our session. Om Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Thank you all. Thank you all the iLeaders. Thank you all the Vivekanandas and Balakrishnas. See you all next Monday. Hari Om.
Hari Om Vijayji.
Hari Om. Hari Om Vijayji.
Hari Om Vijayji. Hari Om
Hari Om all.
Hari Om Kirtana. Hari Om Aditya.
Hari Om, everybody.
Vijayji,